We will study about which one? We will study about subsidiary. We will study about doctrine of lapse. Doctrine of lapse. We will learn on. We will study about doctrine of lapse. What is the meaning of doctrine of lapse? That we have to think. What is meant by doctrine of lapse? Doctrine of lapse was introduced in India by doctrine of lapse was introduced in India by Dalhousie, Lord Dalhousie introduced doctrine of lapse. Lord Dalhousie, he introduced doctrine of lapse in the land of India. And Dalhousie is having another name also. Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India. Dalhousie has been known by the name maker of modern India. Why we are calling Dalhousie as maker of modern India? That we have to think. Why Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India? That we have to think. How we are calling him as maker of modern India? That means Dalhousie introduced. What happened? Dalhousie introduced so many reforms for the development of India. Dear children, all of you listen carefully. At the end of this lesson, I will ask you questions. Don't off your mic afterwards. All of you on your mic. All the children, please on your mic. All children. Not now. At the end of this period, all of you, please on your mic. Then I will do? Ask some questions to you. Don't simply sit and listen. Understand now? All of you listen clearly. Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India. Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India. Dalhousie is known by what name? Dalhousie is known by the name maker of modern India. That is the name of Dalhousie. Why? Because Dalhousie made so many programs and policies for the development of India. Dalhousie made so many programs for the development of India. Dalhousie. So Dalhousie was known as maker of modern India. Dalhousie. What were the programs which he implemented in India? That we have to think. What were the main or major programs which he implemented in the land of India? That we should learn. What were the programs which he implemented in the land of India? That we have to think. See, he developed a transport system. He developed the transport system of India. Who developed? Dalhousie developed the transport system of India. Why he developed the transport system of India? For the development of India, for the development of India, development of transport system was a must. For the development of India, development of transport system was a real necessity. Development of transport system was a real necessity for British people in the land of India. What kind of transport he developed? See, railway system. Railway transport he developed. Railway system or railway transport he developed in the land of India. During 1853 period. During 1853 period, from Bombay to Thane, during 1853 period, from Bombay to Thane, what happened? From Bombay to Thane, the first railway line of India was established by Lord Wellesley, Lord Dalhousie, by Lord Dalhousie. That was his specialty. And he developed a well-developed postal system. He developed a very good or well-developed postal system of his own. Who developed? Dalhousie. Dalhousie developed a very good postal system of his own. What is the meaning of this one? During the British period, what was that? Or before the arrival of Dalhousie, before Dalhousie or before the arrival of Dalhousie, postal system of India was very old. Postal method or postal system of India was very old before Dalhousie. Postal system was very old before the time of Dalhousie. Then Dalhousie introduced a very well or well-developed postal system of his own. Dalhousie started off, he introduced a well-developed postal system inside India. What is the meaning? Before Dalhousie, what was that? Before Dalhousie, the price of postal materials were different from place to place. There was condition. Before Dalhousie, the price of postal items or postal materials were different from place to place. It was different from place to place. That was the reality. For example, imagine that now the price of postal cover, example I am telling, not real. In India it is 10 rupees. Think that. The price of cover in the land of India is same throughout India. If it is in Mudor, the price will be 10 rupees, for example. If it is in Delhi, capital of India, the price will be same. Understand now? But what is door before Dalhousie, before Lord Dalhousie? What was before Lord Dalhousie? The price of which one? Before Lord Dalhousie. The prices of postal items. The prices of postal items were different from place to place. But Lord Dalhousie made it as same. Lord Dalhousie made it as same. Throughout the land of India, what happened? Throughout the land of India, prices of postal items were made as same prices. Prices of postal items were made as same throughout the land of India. Prices of postal items were made same throughout the land of India. That was the condition. So what happened? He encouraged transport and postal system. Then industries were developed. Industries were also developed. Industries. What is there are different type of industries. Key means Key. Key and basic industries are there. In order to start key and basic industries, what should be there? In order to start basic and key industries, we have to spend millions and millions of rupees. That is the meaning of basic industries. For example, iron and steel industries. Iron and steel industries. They are basic and key industries. In order to start iron and steel industries, we have to spend huge amount of money. That is an example of basic and key industry. Shipbuilding industry. In order to start shipbuilding industry, we have to spend or we have to invest crores and crores of rupees. Aircraft manufacturing industry, aeroplane. In order to start aircraft manufacturing industry, we have to spend huge amount of money. Huge amount of money. All these are which one? All these are examples of which one? All these are examples of basic and key industries. All these are examples of basic and key industries. That is the specialty. He encouraged basic and key industries. He encouraged small scale industries. What is the meaning of small scale industries also that we have learned? What is the meaning of small scale industries? What is the meaning? Small scale industries means, what is that one? Small scale industries are those industries, small scale. Small scale industries are those industries in which we want only small amount of money to start small scale industries. Small scale industries are there. Then cottage industries. What is the meaning of cottage? We know very well cottage. Cottage means house. Those industries which are connected with the house. In the case of cottage industries, all the members of the house What is the all the members of the house will participate. BD making is an example of water industry. Sweets making is an example of water industry. Sweets making is an example of cottage industry. Understand now? Yes. Then puppet making, playing items for the children. We are making inside cottage industry. All the members of the house are participating in this industry. All the members of the house are participating in this industry. All the members of the house are participating in this industry. Understood now? So what happened? Dalhousie encouraged all these things. Dalhousie encouraged all these things because all these things were good for the development of British rule or British administration in the land of India. Everything he did not for Indians. Everything he did for the development of British people in the land of India. Everything was done for the development of British people in India. But naturally, when they made all these things, India also began to develop, or India also began to improve. There is another case. India also began to develop, or India also began to improve. There is another case, or there is another speciality. Because of these reasons, Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India. See, we are studying about doctrine of lapse. Who started this one? Lord Dalhousie started doctrine of lapse. Lord Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India. That means Dalhousie did so many things for the development of India. Dalhousie did so many things for the development of India. So that Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India. Dalhousie is known by the name maker of modern India. Dalhousie. Then, why Dalhousie was known as maker of modern India, that we have done. Dear children, you clearly observe what I am telling. At the end of the lesson, I will ask you, don't off your mic. Then, he started modern transport system in the land of India. Modern transport system. For the development of a nation, for the economic development of a nation, a well-developed transport system is a must. For the development of the nation, a well-developed or very well-developed transport system is a must. Lord Dalhousie developed the transport system of India. He developed the transport system of India. Mainly he developed railway transport of India. Developed. How he developed railway transport, that we have known. How he developed railway transport of India. Before Lord Dalhousie, railway transport was not there. In 1853, from Bombay to Thane, present Mumbai, Bombay to Thane, he opened the first railway line. He encouraged the postal system of India. Before Dalhousie, what was there? Before Dalhousie, what actually happened? Postal system was not at all developed in India. Postal materials had different prices in different parts of India. But he began to supply postal materials at a correct or same amount. Then he encouraged so many industries of India. Who encouraged? Dalhousie encouraged some industries of India. Big industries, small industries, medium industries, etc. were encouraged by Dalhousie. Because of these reasons, Dalhousie is known as maker of modern India, or the person who made modern India. See, dear children, listen here. It was Dalhousie who made this policy. It was Dalhousie who made the policy of doctrine of lapse. Why he made doctrine of lapse? Then we have think. For expansion. What is for expansion? What is for the expansion of the kingdom? Why the British people came to India? The British people came to India mainly for what purpose? For trade. Mainly for the purpose of trade, British people came to India. Then what happened? Gradually they began to expand their influence over India, or gradually they began to control the land of India politically. Gradually, political control over the land of India they did, or gradually they began to control India politically. Their idea was, what was their idea? Their idea was, what was their idea? Their idea was to rule over India. So different governor generals, what did they do? Different governor generals follow different methods to expand over the land of India. Different methods they followed. Different governor generals followed different methods to expand their control over India. That was the reality. They followed different methods. Last day, what I told them? Last day, Wellesley followed the policy of subsidiary alliance. Last day I told you what is the meaning of subsidiary alliance. I told you what is the meaning of subsidiary alliance. Lord Wellesley started subsidiary alliance. Those people who were not having children, those people who were in need need of British support, was asked to sign in the subsidiary alliance. So, subsidiary alliance was there in the land of India. Subsidiary alliance was there in the land of India. Subsidiary alliance. It was started by Wellesley. Through subsidiary alliance, majority of Indian areas fell under the custody of British people. And Dalhousie followed this method. That is, during this time, who were not having children, during this time, what is that? During this time, who were not having children were those kings who were not having children were adopting children from other families, royal families. But Lord Dalhousie told that those people who do not have children will not have the right or power to adopt children from other families. Those king or queen who is not having children must give their kingdom to the British people. Or if a king or queen dies without a real child, after their death, their kingdom will be joined to the British kingdom. This was known as Doctrine of Lapse. So in the land of India, there was the presence of so many kings and queens who had no real son or daughter of their own. Then what happened? Their kingdom was taken by Lord Dalhousie, according to Doctrine of Lapse. This was the main reason for 1857 revolt. 1857 revolt was known as Sepoy Mutiny. What is that? According to Doctrine of Lapse, so many Indian states were taken by Dalhousie. So many Indian kings became unemployed. So many Indian princes lost their power to rule over India. So, Doctrine of Lapse was one of the reasons. Doctrine of Lapse was one of the reasons for the 1857 war. This was known as Sepoy Mutiny, or India's first war of independence. Doctrine of Lapse, that we have to think. Doctrine of Lapse. What is that? Doctrine of Lapse was started by Lord Dalhousie. What is the meaning of this one? British people came to India for what purpose? For trade. Trade means vyapara. For trade purpose, British people came to the land of India for trade. But gradually or slowly, British people began to control India politically. Gradually, British people began to control India politically. Gradually, Britishers began to control India politically. This was the reason. They began to control India politically. So, different governor generals who came to India followed different methods for increasing the British power in India. Yesterday what I told, Lord Dalhousie followed the policy of subsidiary alliance. British people began to help whom? British people began to help Britishers or British people began to help Indian kings to fight against another Indian king. The king who is receiving the help of British people was asked to give money and other things to the British people. So, as a result of subsidiary alliance, more kingdoms of India were taken by the British people. It was done by Lord Wellesley. Now we are studying about doctrine of lapse. Dalhousie only introduced doctrine of lapse. What is the meaning of doctrine of lapse? That we have to think. Doctrine of lapse. Doctrine of lapse. What is the meaning? Doctrine of lapse means in the land of India, what happened? So many kings and queens had no sons or daughters of their own. They were adopting children from other families. But Lord Dalhousie told that this method is not possible. Those people who are not having children will not be allowed to take adopted children. Those who are having no children should give their kingdom to the British people. So, this policy was known as doctrine of lapse. According to doctrine of lapse, so many Indian kingdoms were taken by British people. So many Indian kings became unemployed. So many Indian kings became unemployed. So, this doctrine of lapse was the main reason behind the outbreak of 1857 revolt. Behind the outbreak of 1857 revolt, doctrine of lapse was the main reason. 1857 revolt was also known as Sepoy Mutiny. 1857 revolt was known as Sepoy Mutiny also. It was known as India's first war of independence. According to this, what happened? So many Indian kings lost their power. They became angry with the British people. Dear children, I think you are able to follow today's video. Now we will have a discussion. You please on your mic.